Flavius Aetius was the man who defeated the scourge of God. Aetius was born around 390 in Durastorum, Moesia Secunda, modern Silistra, Bulgaria. His father, Gaudentius, was a Roman general from Scythia, the last great general of a dying empire. By the 5th century, the Western Roman Empire was crumbling under invasions, corruption, and betrayal. At its center stood Aetius, the man who held Rome together as it fell apart. In the end, it wasn't the barbarian hordes that destroyed him, it was Rome itself. Power in ancient Rome was a feast, intoxicating and perilous. The glory, the triumphs, the adoration of the mob. It was irresistible. Command armies, control senators, amass wealth. But every feast in Rome was served with poisoned wine. Aetius's early life was defined by captivity. As a young boy, he was sent as a hostage to the Visigoths and later to the Huns. Living among Rome's enemies, he learned their tactics, their culture, and their minds. This experience made Aetius a strategist unlike any other. He understood that Rome's survival depended on more than its legions. Diplomacy and alliances would be his greatest weapons. Years later, Aetius sent his own son as a hostage to the Huns, a sacrifice to secure a fragile peace. He understood the cost of power better than anyone. By the time Aetius rose to power, Rome's institutions were decayed and its emperor, Valentinian III, was weak. Aetius operated not through the throne but behind it, earning the title of the puppet master of Rome. While others clung to old traditions, Aetius adapted. He forged alliances with barbarian tribes and pitted Rome's enemies against one another. To his supporters, he was a savior. To his enemies, he was a threat. In 451 AD, the Huns, led by Attila, marched toward Gaul. Rome's army was too weak to stop him alone. Aetius did the impossible. He united the Visigoths, Franks, and other barbarian tribes to form a coalition against Attila. At the Catalaunian plains, one of history's largest battles was fought. Aetius's coalition held the line and Attila's advance was stopped. This was Aetius's greatest victory, but for him victory was bittersweet. The greatest threat to Rome wasn't its enemies, it was Rome itself. By 454 AD, Aetius was at the height of his power. His victories preserved the empire, but his influence eclipsed that of Emperor Valentinian III. Paranoia took hold. Whispers of treason spread through the palace. On September 21, 454, Valentinian summoned Aetius to the imperial court. As Aetius presented his plans, the emperor struck him down with a dagger. Rome's savior was killed not by its enemies, but by its own fear. Without Aetius, Rome's fragile alliances collapsed. Within a year of his death, the Vandals sacked the empire. The Rome that Aetius had fought to save was gone. As for Valentinian III, he was assassinated shortly after by Aetius's former bodyguards. Rome had destroyed its greatest protector, and in doing so, destroyed itself. Aetius paid the ultimate price for power. He sacrificed alliances, friendships, and even his own son to hold the empire together. But in the end, his greatest sacrifice was himself. The man who stopped the scourge of God was betrayed by the very empire he fought to save. What would you sacrifice for greatness, and would it be worth the price?